Hey guys, so today's video is going to be a favorites video. I'm going to tell you guys all the favorite things that I've just absolutely been living for this month. A few of them are makeup and a lot of them are lifestyle things that I've rediscovered or discovered new. And I feel like the month of March for me has been a month of growth. It's been a month of discovering who I want to be as a person. I know it's getting real deep and real weird like 1 minute into this video, but it's a thing, okay? I'm really trying to like get my mind right and get my life right and get my health right and I feel like I'm ready to be the best me that I can be, and I'm dead ass doing everything I can to get there, okay? Everything. And it's really been working for me. I'm going to talk to you guys about all the things that I've been loving this month, and we're just going to jump right into it. But before we jump into the favorites video, I'm going to tell you about another favorite this month, and that is the sponsor of this video, and that is HelloFresh. So I've worked with HelloFresh before and plan on doing it in the future because I love this service so much. If you don't know what HelloFresh is, it is a meal service. They deliver directly to your home. You can choose the meals on their website, and then you get your meals delivered to you each week. They are super fresh, super delicious. They have a classic plan, a veggie plan, or a family plan. I go with the classic, and then I make a few modifications as I need them. Each box comes with like a recipe card in there as well. On there, you can see what the meal is. You flip it over and it's got 6 steps and it tells you how to make everything. Super easy. It doesn't take hours and hours. I think each meal is less than 30 minutes. If you guys don't know, which most of you likely do, I've been eating the ketogenic diet for the last 2 years. The thing that I like about HelloFresh is that it gives me different variation. I don't have to go shopping for 3 of my meals out of the week. It takes a lot of the guesswork out of cooking. Cooking's not one of my favorite things to do. It's super quick. Each meal takes like less than 30 minutes to make. They are incredibly delicious, and the little modifications that I do, so like say something comes with potatoes, well, I'll do my own little mashed cauliflower on the side. Or say that it comes with rice or something, then I'll just do an extra load of greens because I try to keep my carbs really low because I'm, trying to drop a couple of lbs. Let's be real. Oh my God, I look so bad. Barramundi. Very yummy. Very, 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 very yummy. This one is a win. Love, love, love. I think my favorite part about the whole meal plan with HelloFresh is that, first of all, it's super affordable. It's from $6.99 per serving, so it's, in my opinion, such a steal. And it gives you new flavors. It gets you out of your food comfort zone. For me, it's introduced a lot of new things into our lifestyle that we just didn't venture out and try before. I feel like we kind of stick to the same meals over and over, and this has really gotten us out of our comfort zone. We have loved every meal that we've gotten from them, and it's just been such a lovely addition into our week. If you guys are interested in checking out HelloFresh, I'm gonna leave the link in the description of this video. You guys can get $80 off with 8 free meals of your first month signing up with HelloFresh. Just go to HelloFresh.com and enter the code RawBeautyKristi at checkout. I think you'll really love it. We have loved everything that we've gotten. It's just so fresh and delicious. You don't have any food waste left over because you use everything that comes in the bags. Everything's recyclable, comes straight to your door. It's all packed in there with ice. You know when you need like a teaspoon of paprika and you have to buy an entire jar? With HelloFresh, they send you a teaspoon of paprika. Thank you so much to HelloFresh for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video and for continuing to work with me because I love you with my whole heart. And now let's get into the rest of the favorite things that I have been loving and loving and loving and loving this month. It has been a month of growth. I feel like I've changed a lot this month. It's weird. Makeup wise, I feel like I didn't venture out into some like crazy choices this month, but that I do have a few solid faves, but the rest of it's like lifestyle-y, guys, okay? Can't help it. The first thing that I am gonna talk to you guys about is this. And this is my little self-tanning bag. And if you guys can't tell right now, or if you didn't watch my last couple videos, we went on a few tropical trips this month and I self-tanned. And the self-tanner that I've been using and loving for years now is Loving Tan. And this is the one that I use. This is the Loving Tan 2-Hour Express Deluxe Bronzing Mousse in the shade Dark. Now, there is a few different shades, and people ask me that all the time on social media when they see that I use this. They're like, do I do medium? Do I do dark? Do I do extra dark? Totally personal preference. I feel like medium is a soft, nice, natural. You're not gonna go wrong with medium if you have very fair skin. If you want it to just be a little bit more, go with the dark. Right before we went to Hawaii, I put that on, I left it on for 2 hours, washed it off that night, and then it continues to develop for I think like the next 12 hours. Woke up the next morning, bronze and glowing. And I felt really nice and tan for the entire trip. Got home, never wanted that to stop. Immediately self-tanned again that day. Left it on for 10 hours because I fell asleep with it on. And I woke up very, very tan. And I mean like fucking tan. And so I was like, okay, maybe don't do that next time. People have asked me a few times how I do my self-tanning because like I've loved it for years and I've been using Loving Tan for years, but it's not something that I do on the regular. I don't know. I feel like they are a little bit finicky. The biggest key to using self-tanner in general is to exfoliate the literal crap out of your body first, moisturize your entire body, extra moisturize your dry areas like your elbows and your knees and stuff like that, apply it evenly, let it dry, and then you should be good to go. I follow the Jaclyn Hill technique. It was from like years ago. She made a video all about, I'll try to link it up here if I can. I don't know. She made a video all about how to self-tan, and in there she said that for her face and neck, she uses a foundation brush, and I was like, genius. Genius, genius, genius. I started doing the same and I felt like it really does make a difference. To exfoliate before my tan, you can either use an exfoliator or you can use exfoliating mitt. This is a Loving Tan as well. I love this and I travel with this even if I'm not self-tanning, because if you need an exfoliation but you don't have like little bead one or something gritty, this is so good. It's like a gritty mitt. I don't even know if you can see how it's like textured. That texture is exfoliation, baby. It'll really, really get you good. So I love to just put that mitt on and just my whole body exfoliate everything, really get the dry areas really good. And I love it. I love it so much. That's been a huge favorite this month. I have done it multiple times and I've had a lot of compliments, okay? People be like, you look healthy. And I'm like, I know, it's rare. On that same vein, when we're talking about moisturizing and we're talking about just, you know, being a tropical ass bitch and just feeling moisturized and healthy and exfoliated, Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bod Buff and Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. Back in the day of YouTube, I heard about these so often. Everyone used to talk about Brazilian Bum Bum Cream. This one looks different because they sent it to me. And this one has my name on the top of it. I have purchased these as well. Okay, so heaven help me. The first time I smelled this cream, because everyone on YouTube was like, you're going to die when you smell it. It smells amazing. I have a condition where I get really bad headaches. Scents really bother me sometimes. Sometimes they don't bother me. Sometimes I can't even be in the same room as somebody wearing perfume or I'm like getting a hideously horrifying headache. I go to a headache specialist. It's a thing. If you're new here. Hi, I have head issues. So the first time I smelled this, I was like gagging. I was like, this is the most strongly scented thing in the world. And I didn't like it. I used to be like, I don't know what the hype is. I don't know what people are talking about. That smell it smells good, but I was like, it's so strong. And I still agree with that. However, I brought a tiny jug of this with me when I went to Hawaii. I was trying to keep my skin moisturized because apparently with self-tanner, one of the best things you can do to have an even fade is to keep your skin moisturized. The drier your skin and the flakier it is, the more it's gonna get patchy when it comes off. So I was like, let's keep this shit moist. And so I brought a little jug of this Bum Bum Cream with me. And the first night that we got there, I slathered my body with it and everything changed. And I had used this at home a few times. I'd been using it off and on for like the last 6 months, but something hit me that day where I was like, what's wrong with me? It is, and I mean to say now, one of the best smelling things in the world to me. I am converted. I don't know what happened. It smells so good. I can't even put, okay, creamy cocoa butter, vanilla, coconut, tropical sea mist of heaven. Okay, that's what it smells like. It smells so good that literally every day for the last 2 weeks, I have been wearing this on my body. It smells divine. When you put this on your body, I don't know what was wrong with me. Before I thought it was too scented, and it is very strong. I can't get enough of it now. I don't know what happened. It's like something clicked in my brain and I was like, what's wrong with you? It smells so good. And now every day I've been using this and I'm just like absolutely obsessed with it. I also got this, which is the Brazilian Bod Buff. It smells exactly the same as this. So if you like the smell of this, which literally everyone in the world on YouTube used to die over this stuff. And I was like, what the hell is a Bum Bum Cream? And it's amazing. Go to Sephora and smell it. It's so good. But this is just as good. This has little beads in it and it exfoliates your skin. It smells exactly like the Bum Bum Cream. I love them both so much. They have a bunch of products in their Brazilian line and they're all lovely. Oh, they also have this other thing. It's like a bronzing something or other. Like you rub it in and you are a bronze ass bitch. However, the bottle they packaged it in is so stupid in my opinion because they put it in a bottle. Let me just go get it. This is the Copacabana Bronze Glow Oil. Again, smells, oh, divine. Okay, divine. This product looks stunning when you put it on. Absolutely gorgeous. So basically, I'll show you what it is. It's like a bronze liquid and you rub it into your skin and it adds like a really gorgeous bronzy sheen to your skin. And it does stay slightly tacky and oily, but nowhere near as tacky as like the Fenty one. I can't remember the name of the Fenty one, but that one is like sticky. I didn't love that one. It's so beautiful. I wish it wasn't sticky because it's like gorgeous. It feels like honey all over your skin. However, this one just kind of feels like a body oil and it gives the most beautiful sheen. Like when you put this all over your legs and chest, like, bitch. However, who in their right mind packaged it like this? There's no pump. You have to just like pour it onto your hands. It's so messy, and I did bring this with me and I liked having it, but when you see it like this, you're like, oh, you're expecting to, what's that? Like it's such, I don't know, it's such a weird packaging choice in my opinion. They really should have put a pump on it or put it in a squeezy tube or something because this just feels incomplete. I'm gonna move on from the Brazilian Bum Bum stuff right now, but just please, if you never have and you like the scents that I explained, like a warm, really deep, rich, vanilla-y cocoa butter. Like it's got that really gorgeous like shea butter, cocoa buttery feeling, and it moisturizes your skin so beautifully. And every time that I use it, my husband is like, wow, you smell good. I'm like, thank you, I know. So still sticking with beauty, I don't have a ton of products this month that I'm like massively in love with and have been wearing often enough to feel like I can put them into my favorites video. But I do have one highlighter that is so stunning and I feel like deserves a little more airtime and that I never have heard about other than myself, which is the Lorac Gilded Lily highlighter. This highlighter is unbelievable. It is so beautiful. It is so underrated. I feel like it's a formula like, oh my, look at that. It's so stunning. I have a little bit of it on over top of the highlighter that I was trying earlier in my first impressions video, which was from this look, and I will have it linked up here if you guys have not seen it yet. It's so beautiful. It's such a lovely highlighter. Every single time I've worn this highlighter out, which I've worn to almost every event that I've gone to in like the last month or two. I haven't put it down since they sent it initially. Every time I've worn this highlighter, everyone around me is like, what highlighter are you wearing? And I'm like, this Lorac Gilded Lily. It's so beautiful. It's got the most gorgeous wet sheen. I have been applying it with my Sigma Tapered highlighter brush, and I've really been liking this to apply highlighter. I feel like it's just, I don't know, just really you can use just the tip, or you can use the whole area of it and just really buff it in. It's just a really nice brush. I just feel like it's a really underrated highlighter and would last you a really long time because you don't need much, a tiny tap in and you are set to go. So that is gold. These lashes have been the only lashes that I want to ever wear. These are the Koko lashes in the style Venus. Koko lashes, in my opinion, are such an underrated lash brand. They have the most beautiful, long-lasting lashes, inexpensive. They come just like in a little inexpensive package. This is the style Carry. I've never worn these, but I bought them. I thought they looked really pretty. Koko lashes are like $6.99 a pair. So affordable. It's even cheaper than like drugstore lashes. And I just feel like they're so understated. Like Risque is some of the most beautiful lashes. Those are like one of my all-time favorites. Jordan introduced me to them years ago and I can't get enough. They're perfect for a day where you want to look ultra glam and natural. I know that's hard to describe, but in this clip here that I am flashing up on the screen, this was me in Hawaii and I was talking to you guys and I wore these lashes the entire time I was in Hawaii and they are comfortable to wear. The band is clear so you don't have to have any liner or anything on with them. They take a natural look and amp it up to a level that's just like, so gorgeous. So Koko Lashes Venus and Koko Lashes Risque are like top of my list. I love too that they're all synthetic fibers. There's no mink. Fuck mink eyelashes. So hard. Okay, I think that's it for makeup products. I have loved a lot of makeup products this last month, but they're makeup products that I continually talk about over and over and over and over and over. And I feel like at this point in my life, it's getting overkill. Like I've talked to you about my favorite bronzers that I just absolutely adore. And I've talked about my favorite foundations that I love. You guys know my favorite makeup products. If you watch my previous favorites video, my yearly favorites, they don't change much because I'm very loyal to the products that I love. I'm going to try to branch out now and try to try different things because I'm so a creature of habit that it's going to get old if I talk about it in this video. So let's just talk about some lifestyle favorites because these are the funner ones anyway. So I've been super duper back on my Nespresso lately. Nespresso is one of those things that I like fall in and out of love with. For a while there, all I was doing was pour over coffee. Like you try to tell me that I was gonna go back to Nespresso, I'd be like, bitch, I never will. Nespresso right now is, for me, the coffee is unreal because it comes out super creamy and super delicious in that way. It's like a totally different type of coffee. It's not like a Keurig, and I have the Nespresso Vertuo, and I just feel like when you don't have a lot of time in the morning or you just want something like ultra delicious and it's not like a big ass cup of coffee, I feel like it's like kind of almost like a half cup. It's such a good coffee line, and I don't know, I just love it so much. The pods are super annoyingly expensive and I can't find them in store anywhere. They don't sell them anywhere in my state. I swear to you, you have to buy them on Amazon or Nespresso.com. So I just get the little triple pack off of Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. They're all just fine. All the coffees taste relatively similar to me. So I just get like the variety pack and I'm good to go. But I've just been loving my Nespresso machine so much and I drink coffee every single day of my life. Also, I've been putting some MCT oil powder in it and I kind of like the way that makes me feel. I don't know. Placebo or not, I don't know. On the tone of drinking things, this has become an ultimate favorite, and I can't even believe I'm saying this. Because Lacroix, the first time I tried a Lacroix, I was like, fucking ew. I hated it. I was like, what? People drink this? This tastes like sour, sparkling balls. Like you cut a lemon at the neighbor's house and then carried your sparkling water by it. And I remember one time I was at my job, I used to work at Subway. I forgot to change out one of the like syrups, you know, for like 7-Up or whatever. And I went to go get 7-Up or Sprite and I put my soda machine thing in and I took a huge drink thinking it was gonna be 7-Up, but it was just sparkling water. I like spit it out. I was like, yuck, that's what sparkling water tastes like. And I thought, I will never be a sparkling water person. I can't, I hate it. I love it. I drink a Lacroix every day. Okay, do I like them? No, I don't think they're good by any stretch of the imagination. Would I love to drink Coke nonstop all day? Absolutely. Does this suffice for a low carb lifestyle and me trying to like get that fizzy feeling of satisfaction in my mouth? Yes, and that's why I drink it. Not because I like it, because actually I look at it and I go, I kind of hate you more than I've ever hated anything, but I also drink multiple of them. So my favorite flavors are lemon, lime, cherry lime, tangerine. Those are my favorites right now. One thing to keep in mind though, is that even though they're zero everything, I read that they're not that great for you because they can cause tooth sensitivity because they mess up the enamel on your teeth. So probably keep them at a minimum. And my husband did get teeth sensitivity after drinking them, so he's not drinking them anymore. I'm gonna be done talking about my health in just a minute, but I was talking to you guys in a video, a couple videos ago. In that video, I was talking to you guys about this app called the Zero app. And Zero is an app that you can see here. It has different fasts in it. I've been intermittent fasting. And in this app, you can like tell it which fast you're gonna do. If you guys want more information on intermittent fasting, I'm gonna have some links in the description of this video so that you guys can know what it's talking about, but I'm gonna cover up my weight because I don't really want that on the internet. You can see I've completed 7 fasts. My average fast is 17.7 hours. My longest is 19.9. Longest streak is 6. Current streak 6. I've really been loving this app. I just feel like it is so helpful in tracking my day-to-day, keeping me accountable. I just think if you are doing something like that, you're trying to track, you know, just what you're doing, it's really nice to be accountable in an app where it's just like start fast, end fast. It tells you and it gives you stats on what you're doing and it makes it a little easier to stay accountable to something. I am now going to talk about 2 YouTubers that I have been just loving. There's more than that, certainly, but these are the ones that stick out to me as like, oh yeah, these are my girls. Okay, these are my girls. And the first one is Bailey Sarian. Now, if you don't follow Bailey, oh, you really should. And then when I found her channel last month, I binged. Okay, I binged. She does a lot of different things. So she's actually an Ipsy creator. So you may have seen her on like Ipsy's page or anything. She's, first of all, so unbearably beautiful. It like makes me sick. She's what I wish I could look like. Like if I could pick somebody's face to have be my face, it'd probably be hers. She does incredible makeup, and she also has this new series that she does called Murder, Mystery, and Makeup Monday. And on that day, she discusses a true crime murder, and she does her makeup at the same time. And I like that she just discusses what happened. She obviously has her own little personality flair in there, but she doesn't overly dramatize it. She just talks about it. Kendall Rae, you know how Kendall Rae does those Where Is video and Found, and she does all of that. Like I love Kendall Rae's channel so much too. I just think that those videos are so interesting. They break my heart into 800 and 1,000 pieces, because just knowing that these people actually went through these things is really hard to know. But I think it's important that we do know about it. And so when they do it in this format where if you're a makeup enthusiast, she's doing makeup and she's talking about this, which I'm interested in both topics. And I hate to say I'm even interested in murder and true crime, because that makes me feel like I'm saying that, oh, it's fascinating. It is interesting to learn about it, but I want to remain respectful in that as well. In that I was trying to listen to a podcast that somebody told me, it's like called My Favorite Murderer or something like that. I tried listening to it, and like 15 minutes into it, I had to shut it off. And no shade to the people who make it. I don't know who they are, but they were talking about these murderers and the way that they were like almost glorifying it. They were like, oh my God, he's my favorite murderer. It's like, yeah, my favorite murderer. He's a murderer. He killed people. He's a horrifying devil man. And to me, I don't really like the terms being used around like, oh my God, he's my favorite. Your favorite? He's a really bad person. I can't get on board with that, and I don't feel like Bailey's channel is like that. They're interesting, they're horrific, and she talks about them and gives the explanation of what happened and lets you come up with your own, ideas of what you think, or, she'll add like little anecdotes in there, but really at the end of the day, she's just telling the story of how things went down. And I just think those videos are so fascinating. I think that they're so well done. She's well spoken. She's absolutely stunning at the same time, and her makeup is incredible. So if you're looking for somebody to watch that's just interesting, different, I just think that she's, I don't know, I just feel like so underrated for how good it is, and check her out if you are interested in that. And my second love of my life is Jenna Marbles. And I know that Jenna Marbles is not somebody new on YouTube, okay? But hear me out. I think I had only watched a few Jenna Marbles videos before, and they were years and years and years ago on YouTube. And I'm talking like 5-6 years ago, when it was like little skits and stuff like that. It wasn't like what it is now. Like Jenna Marbles now is, oh, she's the best. Like if you're like me and had only watched a few videos and then thought, no, skits aren't really my cup of tea, and then you just kind of moved on, and then you grow up a little bit, and then you're like, oh, Jenna Marbles, and then you think, oh yeah, but she did skits. Please watch her videos, because you're gonna be like me and be like, I missed out on this. This is what I was missing out on. I think that she is an angel, a sweethearted sweetheart. I think that she's so hilarious that I was like puking when I was watching her the other night. It was when she was stapling the jeans together to make that hideous jean chair. I was like crying. I was puking in my bed. I wasn't actually puking, but like on the verge. It was just, God, I was dying. My husband's like, are you okay? And I'm like, I am absolutely not okay. Okay, she's wholesome. She made a 40-minute video about her favorite plants. She's wholesome, and I love her for that. And just, I don't know her, but I feel like, she's my soulmate. I love her so much. My friend Marie, that's me, and Kat, they've been telling me forever, they're like, Jenna's the best, Jenna's the best. And I was always thinking it was like the skits that I'd seen before, and it's not that she's not funny or that I didn't like her. It's just that I'm not into like little skits like that generally. But this is a whole other ball game, okay? She's wonderful and hilarious and genuine and sweet. And I do feel like even though I don't know her, I can tell that she's like actually good. Like she's good in her heart. The way that she speaks to people and how she's so kind, I just can't get over it. She's what we all need on this platform, and she's been there. She's been one of the originals, and I hope she stays forever. I need to stop talking about her because it's becoming weird. All right, and the last thing I'm going to talk about in this video is actually Audible, which is weird. I've done some sponsorships with Audible in the past, and I just love the service so much. My husband is obsessed. He's just listened to like 7 different books last month on Audible. I'm listening to a book right now called Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins, and my husband listened to the whole thing, and he was like, Kristi, you have to listen to this book. And I was was like, okay, what is it about? And the guy is a Navy SEAL, and right now I'm only in like the first quarter of the book, and already so far it has sucked me in, and it's kind of heavy. It's not kind of heavy, it's a very heavy book, but it's about like overcoming your circumstances and not being a victim to the circumstances that you've been given. And man, it can really change your perspective on life. And just listening to it, I listen to him when I'm at the gym because he's a Navy SEAL and he's like one of the baddest people on the planet. And just listening to his story makes you realize that you literally can do anything and you don't have to be a victim to the circumstances that you've been given. And he is proof of that. And I'm trying to get out of that because sometimes I can feel myself falling into a victim mentality, and I'm like, bitch, get over it, relax a little bit. You're not the victim here. Listening to that has really been so good, and I can't wait to hear the finale of it. So I don't know if I can fully recommend it to you yet because, again, I'm only in like the first quarter of the book, but just Audible in general is so nice because I really struggle to stay awake when I am reading a book, okay? Something about reading. I fall asleep immediately. So this I don't. I feel like myself personally, I don't know if anyone else is like me, but motivational speaking and people that are speaking to me and listening to podcasts, that's how I absorb information, is hearing people that are greater than me or have different life experience than me explaining their situation to me or how they feel. Listening to people talk is how I get my information. Reading is great too, but I guess that's just my learning process, is that I like to hear other people say it. And so that's why audiobooks have been really good for me. It's not sponsored, by the way, by Audible. I just really love the service, and I think that it's been so great to listen to motivational people just say it like it is. And this book is no nonsense, okay? No nonsense. So if you're soft like me, it can be a little hard to hear some of the stuff, but sometimes you need to hear stuff like that, you know? Sometimes if I get too in my own head or I'm too like, oh, I don't know why I'm like, sometimes I need to hear from other people who have been through worse things than me or watch people who have gone through things bigger than the stuff that I've gone through to be like, okay, now I realize that the world doesn't revolve around Kristi, and that my little problems that I'm feeling in this moment are just that. They're fleeting, they're going to pass, and everything's going to be just fine. And people have had it worse than me and have overcome and become incredible human beings. And so for me, it's really, really inspiring to listen to people like him tell his life story, because if anyone could have been a victim to their circumstances, it could have been him, but he did not. And it's really inspiring to know. That is it for my favorites this month. I know this was random all over the place. We had beauty products, we had YouTubers that I'm madly in love with, and then we have inspirational book people. But you know what? That's what I love about YouTube. We don't have to stick to one topic here on this YouTube channel. That's what I love. I can just be myself. I can talk about makeup when I want to talk about makeup, talk about whatever I want when I want to talk about it. I can talk about Lacroix, and I feel like we've got such a great little group of people here, and I love you guys so much. I thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't yet, if you want to. If you don't want to, that's incredibly hurtful, but also, you know, I understand. Subscribing's hard for me. It takes me a long time. I have to watch like 45 videos before I'll even be like, all right, I'll subscribe. That is me. I'm the first proponent to be like, subscribe to my YouTube channel. And then I'm like, oh, but I'm not gonna subscribe to any YouTube channel. I'm weird about that. I know some people are like willy-nilly will subscribe. It takes me a minute. It takes me like, you need to be my person before I will hit that button. I don't know why I'm like that. It's not like it's hard to hit unsubscribe. I feel like for me, unsubscribing like sends a message, even though they'll never know that I did it, I'll know that I did it. And it makes me feel bad. So instead of subscribing willy-nilly and then being like, not my cup of tea, I'm gonna unsubscribe, I feel guilty about that. So I'll just watch for a long time and type in their name, find the videos, watch. I'm gonna subscribe. All right, you guys. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you are on video 67 and you feel like you can commit, okay? Thank you so much to HelloFresh again for sponsoring the beginning portion of this video. And I will see you at my next video. Bye! Did I do everything? Did I say everything? Was that everything? Okay. On the website, no, I don't know what I was gonna say. You guys can get $80 off or 8 free. You guys can get $80. You guys can get $80 off or with 8. Before we jump into the video, let us talk about HelloFresh. I went on a binge, okay? Am I orange? Yes, I am. You know, this is going to be a shit show to edit, Zach. I'm really sorry. I love you with my whole heart and the best friend. If you guys are interested in signing up for HelloFresh, you can get $80 off or 8 free I hate myself. If you sign up, no, son of a fuck. You can get, I love you, you baby. Have I ever? Oh my God. His little hands. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I hear snuggle buggle. Oh, you're a baby. Did you know that you're? Oh, did you know you're a baby? Goodness. Everybody. Oh, you hide your face from the camera. Sweetie.